America is the richest and most powerful country in history. But here's the crazy part, it wasn't supposed to happen. For over 100 years after Christopher Columbus discovered the New World, almost nobody cared about North America. Before Columbus even sailed, Europeans had rough maps of the world. The Vikings had mentioned land far to the west. Columbus had one goal: find a shortcut to Asia. Instead, he crashed into the Caribbean. No spices, no silk, no Asia. But he still went back to Spain saying, "Good news, I found gold." And just like that, Spain was interested. While Spain rushed west, Portugal took a smarter route, sailing around Africa straight to Asia. So the two superpowers made a deal: draw a line down the map, everything on one side, Portugal, everything on the other, Spain. Spain focused on South America because that's where the gold was. North America, cold, empty, useless, so they ignored it. Even when Spain explored parts of North America in the 1500s, they found no gold, so they left. Big mistake. Meanwhile, England showed up early, then disappeared for almost 100 years. Their first colony, gone. Their second attempt, Jamestown, barely survived. Then came the Pilgrims, landing in Plymouth. Strict, religious, and ready to build a new life. And slowly, more people came. Then more. Then millions. Soon, the East Coast was packed with British colonies. The French claimed the middle. Spain still held the south. Tension was building, and in 1754, war broke out, the French and Indian War. France had fewer people, but strong alliances. Britain had numbers. Guess who won? Britain. Now Britain controlled huge land in America. But they also had a problem, so they turned to the colonies and said, "Hey, pay taxes." The colonies said, "Wait, we don't even get a vote." Taxes led to anger, protests, and war. In 1776, the colonies made a bold move: independence. The American Revolution had begun, but it wasn't instant success. It took 5 brutal years to actually win. And even after winning, the country was a mess, 13 colonies acting like 13 separate nations, so they rewrote everything, creating a new system that actually worked. In 1789, George Washington became president. At this point, the U.S. was still small. Everything west, owned by Spain, and soon, France. Then enters a man who changes everything: Napoleon Bonaparte. He wanted an empire in America. But plans changed. War in Europe forced his hand. So when the U.S. asked to buy just one city, he said, "Take it all." The Louisiana Purchase. $15 million. The country instantly doubled in size. From there, expansion exploded. Florida, Texas joined. Mexico lost half its land after war. In just decades, America stretched from coast to coast. Then came gold, the California gold rush. Thousands rushed west, but inside the country, a storm was building: slavery, North versus South, different economies, different beliefs. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected. The South panicked, states began leaving, and America fell into its deadliest conflict, the Civil War. Millions died, but in the end, the Union survived. Slavery ended, and the country was whole again. After that, America kept growing. Alaska, bought from Russia. Hawaii, annexed. Then came a turning point: the Spanish-American War. In a matter of months, the U.S. defeated Spain, and suddenly controlled territories across the globe. Then under Theodore Roosevelt, America built the Panama Canal, connecting oceans, expanding power. And just like that, a forgotten land ignored for centuries became a global superpower.